1 week late, I'm finally, of course you're having trouble finding satellites. We're underground. 1 week late, we are finally doing some more filming for Motor Madness. Sorry I was so late. I've been busy with just kind of school and university and stuff. But I thought I'd talk about that. Some other ideas I've been having regarding this car and the channel. And just life. And we're going to drive around whilst we do it. And hopefully it will be watchable and enjoyable. Because these videos tend to end up being kind of vlogs for me, where I either tell stories or talk about current day things with myself and other things. I also forgot to put the mic on the seatbelt instead of clipped on my shirt, because I always feel like that works better, or at least in my head it does. So we'll fix that in just a second. I can also turn off my headlights as well. There's a BMW M5 over there. Why do I always turn left here? It's never a good idea. So, first thing first, let's talk about this car, because in previous videos, I have talked about whether or not to modify this car and saving up for the M3 E46 and stuff. And I've kind of, ooh, look, flashing lights already. At least it wasn't me. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify the WRX. I think I'm just going to give into that and just do it. Because in the long run, it's cheaper. I only have to worry about the insurance for one car, and I can do it sooner. And yeah, so what I'm thinking about doing are a few basic modifications. I want to do an intake, like the big SF intake system from Cobb. Guess this is a thing now. Okay. I guess that person is pulled over. So, as I was saying, I want to do the big SF intake system from Cobb. I also want to get a better exhaust system, and I'm thinking a Grimspeed catted J-pipe with a Tomei Extreme TI type exhaust. So that's 3 inches all the way through. It'll be single exit, and it should be compatible with the Stage 2 big SF intake tune for the OTS map in the Cobb access port, which will be cool because that should be good for about 315 horsepower, which will be neat to get out of a WRX because the STI makes 305 and this car right now makes 268. So that's interesting and fun. I just need to get a couple extra $100 that I can afford all of it, and I can do it all at once, which I think would be more fun to do. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing with this car. Exhaust, intake, tune, 315 horsepower. That was a loud Ford Explorer. Probably with no mufflers whatsoever. And so yeah, that's the kind of the stuff with this car here. However, outside of that, things to do with the channel. I haven't done a lot of Skyline videos lately, and I'm sorry about that. I actually want to do them. I did a poll on my Instagram asking what people wanted to see more of, and so I had the option of doing a video on the Nissan Nismo R35 GT1 GTR, which is a V8 powered R35, which is pretty interesting. And I also said, or I could do every version of the R34 GTR. So that's talking about the standard cars, Series 1, V-Spec, V-Spec 2, M-Spec, M-Spec NER, and maybe even some of the Z-Tunes, and of course the N1 models as well, which could be cool. But people surprisingly actually voted to hear more about the V8 car, so I'm going to do a video about that eventually. But I've got another video in the works as well that I'm gonna try, because the channel's young, so I want to experiment with different video formats and stuff. So I'm going to try and do a commentary compilation type thing. So we see compilations all the time where we see like sound compilations, exhaust compilations, but I thought I'd do something kind of like that, except where I do commentaries in between each video, where I talk about the cars in the videos, talk about the owners, and do a little bit of extra research into each individual car and owner to give the audience neat stuff to learn about. And so I'm going to be doing a video called Top 10 Best Sounding Skylines on the Internet, or something a little bit shorter, to make it easier for potential viewers to read. So we'll see. We will see. Right now I'm in the process of getting like permission from all of the individual owners of the cars or the videos, respectively, to use the footage in my own video. And so I've gotten permission from 6 people. I just need permission from 4 more people, you know, basic math. And I will be able to make the video, and it will come out as soon as it's basically done. And I think it's a good quality, and there aren't like any bad mistakes, because I've done that before, where I've uploaded videos where I've called certain cars by the wrong name with the wrong picture, which was embarrassing. So I don't want to do that again, because I had to re-upload a video. But that'll be fun to do. Also, outside of that, outside of YouTube and outside of this car and just kind of me, still in school, I suppose, but I've been looking into different career paths and things like that. And one of the things I've looked into is working at car dealerships, generally like more exotic kinds of car dealerships. So like working at dealerships that sell BMWs or anything else like that. And so I've been looking into like the requirements and the expectations and stuff. And so that's something I'm currently aiming for and doing research on. Heck, let's go right. And hopefully that all turns out okay. Hopefully I can provide everything required to get that kind of job. But only time will tell. And when I apply, we will find out. However, it's kind of worth mentioning. I mean, I don't have a massive following on this channel. But when I do end up getting a job like that, I won't have nearly as much time to work on this channel once I start working, because more time will be spent on working. The only time I'll be able to record or even edit will be mostly during the weekends. When it comes to maybe video games, I could maybe stream in the afternoon on weekdays, maybe, because that doesn't require any editing, which means there wouldn't be much gaming happening on this channel by that point, except for maybe live stream highlights. Because, you know, that's just how it is. But there will still be things like vlogs and car-related stuff. Sorry, I slammed on the brakes so hard, but I figured, I'll slow down, because then I can turn left, because left is more interesting than going down there. But yeah, that's all the stuff kind of related to me and updates and recent things that I haven't really been able to talk about, because if I talk about it on Instagram, you guys might not see it, and no one follows my Twitter, because no one seems to use Twitter anymore, as far as I can tell. But I could be wrong, because no one follows me. I don't even know where you would begin to try and gain followers on Instagram. So it's just kind of that.